Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Greenewalt. Thank you so much for watching this video. When we think of the very popular Christmas carol, O Holy Night, we don't generally associate it with the American Civil War. However, O Holy Night does have a very strong connection to that war. And I think no matter where you are in your spiritual journey, you'll think this is a very pretty song. And if it had any role in putting an end to slavery in the United States, well, that's certainly a very good thing. So let's talk a bit about the history of O Holy Night. And to do that, we have to travel back to 1843 in a small town in southern France named Roquemaire. Hope I got that pronunciation correct. And there was a priest in Roquemaire, and he wanted to celebrate the fact that the church had recently undergone renovations, and that included some refurbishing of the church organ. And so he decided he would turn to a parishioner in the church named Placide Cappeau and ask him to write a poem in honor of the new renovations to the church. Now, Cappeau might not have been everyone's first choice to write this poem. He was a good poet, although he primarily made his living as a wine merchant. But Cappeau had his reservations about both religion and about the church, and he was not fond of the church leadership, the hierarchy of the church in France. But he agreed to take the challenge and to write this poem. And so he said that while he was on a carriage trip to Paris, the inspiration came to him and he wrote the poem. And he was very happy with it. He thought it was pretty good. And he decided that it needed to be set to music. Now, he was very fortunate to be friends with a man named Adolphe Adam. And Adam was a popular composer in France at the time. In fact, Adolphe Adam was so popular, he managed to make a living writing music. Mostly, he wrote ballets and operas. He could kind of be considered the father of French opera. He also did write some rather lowbrow, I suppose, is the term, entertaining pieces that were sort of like vaudeville. But even music critics today claim that his operas, especially La Corsaire and Le Chalet, were very good. And he's probably remembered best today for his ballet Giselle. Well, Adolphe Adam agreed he would also take the challenge, and he would write a tune to Placide Cappeau's poem. And when he did, they had what they began to call Cantique de Noël. In 1847, an opera singer named Émile Loret premiered Cantique de Noël in Roquemaire, and it was a hit. The church officials liked it. The congregation loved it. And the French people started singing this song on a regular basis. And for a while, all was well. But later, Cappeau left the church, became a socialist, and the church hierarchy decided, well, this is not the best song to be sung in church. And they started to discourage it. But the people, they continued to sing this song. They loved it. Well, back in the United States, a man named John Sullivan Dwight heard Cantique de Noël. Now, John Sullivan Dwight was a very well-educated man. He graduated from Harvard in 1832, and then he graduated from Harvard Divinity School in 1836. In 1840, he became an ordained minister. But Dwight wasn't that fond of being a minister, and he didn't really do it very long. His real love was music. He was not a composer, but he wanted to write about music and to be involved with music. Now, he got a chance when he went to a place called Brook Farm, which was an attempt to establish a utopian commune. And he ran the school at the commune, and there he was able to teach music, and he put together a number of musical and theatrical performances. However, Brook Farm didn't last all that long. It had a lot of financial challenges and it finally went bust. But by that time, Dwight had established himself pretty well as a music critic and writer, and he was able to get a lot of his works published. And in 1852, he founded Dwight's Journal of Music, which was probably the most popular and influential publication on music during that part of the 19th century. He was very successful with it. To support me and allow me to provide more content, please click on subscribe, and if you like the video, please click on like. Thanks. In 1855, John Sullivan Dwight decided he would translate Cantique de Noël into English. He loved the song. It appealed to him religiously. It appealed to him because, of course, it was about Christmas, but primarily it appealed to him because of the third verse, when translated, said, "Chains shall he break, for the slave he is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease." And John Sullivan Dwight was an abolitionist, vehemently opposed to slavery in the United States, and so this appealed to him very much. So he translated the song. He did take a little bit of liberty and change a few of the lyrics, but he gave us what we call "O Holy Night" today. And "O Holy Night" became sort of an anthem to the abolitionist movement. And it continued to be popular, probably the most popular Christmas carol on the Union side during the American Civil War. And I prepared my version of "O Holy Night" using John Sullivan Dwight's original music, and I hope that you enjoy this rendition. I think I got as close to Dwight's version as I could, so please enjoy my version of "O Holy Night."
Rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel's voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Led by the light of day serenely beaming, with glowing hearts by his cradle we stand. So led by the light of a star so sweetly gleaming, here came the wise men of Orient land. The King of Kings lay thus in lowly manger, in all our trials, born to be our friend. He knows your need. He guardeth us from danger. Behold your King before the lowly bend. Behold your King before the lowly bend. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave he is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His power and glory and more proclaim. His power and glory and more proclaim.
Well, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you see now that Oh Holy Night works on quite a few levels. It's a very wonderful song. So please, take care.